Don't you hate it when somebody answers their own questions? I do. Hey, flocking model railroaders, I just wanted to do a quick mail call, although it's probably not going to be very quick because I've gotten a lot of mail and I'm still getting set up in my basement. Let me show you what I got. Alright, the first thing I picked up is this contraption here. This is called a gimbal, and what you do is you mount your camera on this end, and then the weights on here balance and smooth out the filming. So as you're filming, you're literally just holding this piece in the middle here, and it doesn't get so herky-jerky. And I've been able to grab the bottom to kind of steer it where I want to steer it. And you can adjust the weights and where it sits. I'll show some B-roll that I did from the park down the street, and you can see it works really well. I was walking and moving around, and you can see it's a very smooth view. So I thought that was something that would come in really handy when doing videos. I never thought I'd be doing videos on YouTube, but if you want to pick one of these up, they're available right now on woot.com. I think they're under 10 bucks. They do make mechanical ones as well that have motors and stuff, and then when you hold them and turn, they motorize stuff. Those are in the hundreds of dollars. This is a very simple contraption, 10 bucks. I bought it before I bought my 3D printer, which if you didn't see that unboxing and setup, you can look up here. I'll put the link. It's actually pretty cool, and I'm printing a few things. It's not in an ideal spot right now. It's in the garage, which, as I've learned, filament is very susceptible to humidity and moisture. So I really have a spot picked out for it down here in the basement where there's a dehumidifier running constantly, and it's fairly dry. So, but that's another story. We'll get to that. So let's go through some stuff that I got here. I'll try not to show you any video of me cutting because no one wants to see that. It's terrifying. Anytime someone gets a knife out and opens a box, everyone's scared. Anyway, these are some LED lights. These are just it's a strip light. It does multiple colors. Came with power supply, mounting brackets, remote control. I think it's 20 feet, and that will work really well on my new bench once I get that set up. That's much better. This is not an ideal setup, but anyway. I did show this on Vinny's show. This is an N-scale Bachmann, and it is a GP40. I'm going to do a small N-scale tabletop layout, and that's going to be one of my locos. Vinny did say I should get Kato. I went for the Bachmann because I really wanted this design. This is a Norfolk Southern, but I'll probably get some others too. And I definitely want to do. This is not DCC. I'm sure it's DCC ready. Hope it is. I then got these 3 boxcars. Ooh, they're light. I then got these 3 boxcars. Undecorated. They're black. They're fine N-scale roundhouse. So I wasn't really sure, but the price was right. So yeah, they'll probably need some work, but this will get me started. I also got a piece of track. This is something I bought off of eBay. So that'll go on the N scale, and of course the N scale turnouts that I won from Vinny's giveaway. No, this isn't. I just got this for me, man. It just needed. I got something in my teeth, and it was like 98 cents. This is a cordless, cordless Dremel. It's a Dremel. It's not French. It's just a Dremel. Not a Dremel. It's a Dremel. I do have one already that I've had for 20 years at least, but a cordless one would be really, really cool and really handy. Plus, now with the 3D printer, I have some other ideas for my wired, corded Dremel. I know everybody's talking about this, but I got some Sculpt-A-Mold. I'm probably not ready to really use it yet. As you can see behind me, the basement's still a disaster. But Sculpt-A-Mold was on sale again from woot.com. It was like 10 or 11 bucks. So I thought, well, this will come in handy. I'm going to keep it down here with my modeling supplies, and it will be awesome. Okay. Okay, these are, oh yeah. The 3D printer. With the 3D printer, I also bought the Raspberry Pi. And the Raspberry Pi is meant to turn the 3D printer into a wireless printer, for one thing, so I can wirelessly print. You don't have to shuttle the little teeny tiny SD card to the printer to print. The other thing with the Raspberry Pi is then you can monitor your print jobs. All the settings on the printer you can monitor. One of those things you can do is with a camera. That's what this is. This is a Raspberry Pi camera that will then let me do those really cool time-lapse pictures of the builds. So that will go on the Raspberry Pi. This goes with it. This is just a longer cable, so I can move the camera to different areas. Alright, I told you I was not going to show you my knife skills, but I'm going to open this. So if you don't like people opening boxes with knives, now is the time to look away. You have been warned. Get this crap up here. See, I told you. Look away. Alright, you can look now. If you've been looking away, now you can look. There's no blood. I still have all my fingers. So, with the house, I got this bench. So you'll have to look at the basement tour video, which is over here, over there. I don't know. It's up in the top somewhere. I'll put a link to it. The basement tour video kind of gives you the walkthrough of the basement. One of those things that came with the house was this bench that I'm working on. But I brought countertop with me. My countertop will be my work area. This bench is going to come in handy for the middle of the room, and I thought, oh, I need to put wheels on it. So that's what these are. Wheels. They're meant to lift very heavy desks, benches, equipment. And then I thought, well, I really need to get two because I have another bench that I want to do the same thing on, but I'll get one for now. I don't want to overextend myself and do things, you know, I have enough to do things to do. Turns out this bench already has wheels. So these are the only wheels I'm going to need to keep for my other bench. So I got these off of Amazon as well. Another Amazon. I don't need a knife for this. So you can keep looking. Aha. Aha. With the 3D printer, I will be purchasing a lot of 3D filament. I bought this one. This is actually a pretty good one, I think. I don't know. I don't know enough to know. But I got 2 rolls with the 3D printer. And the first roll I got out, You can kind of see some of my other videos, but they didn't turn out right. I don't have any down here right now, but they were all squishy. Turns out it was a flexible filament, and they sent it to me by mistake. So they're sending me another roll, the roll that I ordered, for free. So this is kind of extra, but I think as I get printing more and more and more, this is going to come in handy. You always need a spare roll ready to go. Alright, I'm opening another box, and I'll hide my address, so I'm going to open it upside down. Okay, you can look. Close the knife. Practice safe knifing. Okay, we're going to start with this one. You might go, oh, dude, that doesn't have anything to do with model railroading. Why did you get that? This explains why I haven't been down in my basement. Apparently, the basement has an infestation of spiders. The biggest, nastiest, disgustingest spiders I've ever seen. And I don't like spiders to begin with, but these suckers are like silver dollar size. If I find my scale ruler, I'll give you the scales in HO and N. But believe me, these suckers are nasty. So we got an exterminator to come out, but I want to keep them away. I've done a lot of sealing of doors, and any holes that I see to the outside, I'm closing them. The bad part is the basement has a French drain all the way around the perimeter for draining water, which we don't seem to have a water problem, but apparently the spiders like to come up through there. When I build my walls, it will pretty much be, I won't be covering the French drain, but I'll be sealing it so that I don't have to worry about it. But for right now, these are going to go around to keep the bugs away. I've been looking at these for a long time. I'm surprised no one's brought them up before. They were deals on my Tech Deals website all through the month of March. And of course, I was preparing to move, so everything was being packed. Buying things was kind of a like I don't want to buy it and then have to move it. And there were deals for these. These were like 10 to 20 bucks for a pair of them. After I moved, I couldn't find them anymore. There were no deals. So this one finally came online. This is a 60 watt LED. You screw it in to your light socket. It's made for your garage or basement lights, like here. And this is a 6500K light. So this will be good for modeling, and it's a 60 watt equivalent, and pretty cool. Amazon deal as well. And I had a coupon, so I think it was like 11 bucks. So another one of my Woot deals is a microphone. Not that this microphone is bad. Condenser microphones are what the pros use, but for a Woot deal for about 10 bucks, I thought I couldn't go wrong, and it's a familiar name. I've heard of Pile for stereo and electronics, so I'm familiar with it, so I feel comfortable using it. This one is not a USB. This one will go right into the microphone jack on the computer. So I'll be recording directly into the computer, no USB device to filter through. So I think that'll be helpful during some live streams. Okay. Funny thing is, I don't remember what some of this stuff is. I've ordered it and I let it sit here. I'm like, oh, I'll do a mail call. I don't remember. Apparently, you just rip this piece off and it opens. That never works, does it? Trying not to use the knife. I think I'm gonna have to use the knife. Oh my lord, this sucks. This, my friends, is the Raspberry Pi. I bought the kit. I bought this kit from Best Buy because it kind of comes with everything you need. I've not done a Raspberry Pi before, so I was kind of, I didn't want to go out and have to buy all of the things, so I kind of wanted to go with the kit, at least for the first one. Eventually, I do want to do a Raspberry. Maybe I'll do a Raspberry for the Loco Net, Loco Rail, Loco stuff. But I have enough computers, I might not. I might just put LocoNet on a PC. But anyway, this Raspberry Pi is for Octoprint, and Octoprint is for the 3D printer. So that's what this is for. I have a lot of things to do. Okay, the last thing, and I apologize about the lights. They're horrible. And that's why I got this. Everybody's been talking about these. There was a deal on Amazon a couple weeks ago. I think there's 6 LED lights in here, and they just mount right to the ceiling. So this will be great. This will be great in the new workshop and get rid of all these fluorescents. That's what's above me right now. It's horrible. The house, so I was getting rid of all my fluorescents when I moved. I was like, I'm just gonna go LED on the new place, it'll be done. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about disposing of fluorescent lights. So I got rid of all my bulbs. I just have the fixtures for the fluorescents, which I was just gonna get rid of. Or I was gonna convert them to LED. Then I found these. I'm like, screw the conversion, I'm just gonna go with these. These were like, they were like $35, I want to say, 35 to 40 bucks. So that was a good deal. When I moved here on this workbench that I'm standing at with my computer and my makeshift setup, they must have had 30 fluorescent bulbs down here. And there's a fluorescent fixture above me with 4 bulbs in it. There's a room back there with another 4 to 5 fixtures in it. Like, I just got rid of all these fluorescent bulbs, and now I've got dozens of them. Dozens. It's crazy. I don't want them. They're for sale if you'd like them, and you can pick them up. All right, that's it for Mail Call. Appreciate your watching. Appreciate. Okay, that's it for Mail Call. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate your likes, subscribes, comments, and talk to you next time. See you at the next stop.